Girl, I'm going to tell you, you got to stop downplaying your convictions to appease someone in your life. I am telling you what, your only job in this life is to live in the purpose that God placed in your heart. And you know what your purpose is. You feel it. Deep down in there somewhere, you know what it is. You may have thought it was one way and it may become something else. Be open to the possibility. Be vulnerable to the possibility. Let me tell you, if 10 years ago you would have told me, one, that Jesus would be my very best friend, I'd have been like, yeah, he probably was at one time, but he's kind of disappeared from my life. And that I would be a health and fitness coach encouraging women in their healthy journey, I'd have probably laughed your ASS right off the pier. I am telling you what. Your purpose has always been in you. Your gift has always been in you. He created each and every one of us from the point of conception with a purpose. Stop downplaying your purpose because someone doesn't think that it's your purpose. You know, God knows. Never stop fighting. We are called to love and serve other people, and that looks different for everyone, which is why we have teachers, which is why we have people that make coffee, which is why we have people that make food, which is why we have health and fitness coaches. My business, I thought in the beginning, was to help people lose weight. What I have come to know is that weight isn't the issue. The issue is what's in here and what's in here. What's in here and what's in here. When you put Jesus at the forefront of your life in every decision you make, from what you wear to what you eat, to who you spend time with, to the things you put in your body, to your job, everything. When you put him first at the top of everything you do, everything else falls into place. You don't need to binge drink because you're full in Jesus. You don't need to eat all the chocolate. You're full in Jesus. You don't need to shop on Amazon every day. You're full in Jesus. You don't need to compare yourself to someone on social media whose life looks perfect. All you need in this life is Jesus. The only person you're called to live for in this life is Jesus. And when you do that, your marriage is better. Your kids are better. Your job's better. Your coworkers are better. Your income is better, your body's better, your mind's better, your heart's better. And when all of that comes into play, you become a person that you probably don't even recognize. The weight comes off. The insecurities and the doubt come off. The fear disappears. I'm going to tell you, the devil loves it when we live in fear. The devil loves it when my anxiety starts to peak and I start counting stupid things. And I gotta say, Lord, I don't know what is going on in my life. I feel like I'm pretty at peace right now, but obviously something's going on. Can you work this out for me in my life and show me where I need to work it out? I'm not saying medicine isn't great. I'm not saying that therapy isn't great. I think all those things are often necessary. What I'm saying is, so many times we go to a diet, we go to a doctor, we go talk to someone instead of talking to the one who created us, to the one who can fix all of our shit in 2 seconds. We're so quick to get on Google and search for whatever it is. Why don't you pray over it? Why don't you ask God if he wants you to have infertility treatments? Why don't you ask God if he wants you to adopt? Why don't you ask God if he just wants you to be the best auntie and uncle ever? Why don't you ask him these things? We have to relinquish control over the things that we want so badly. I want to be a mother, but I freaking refuse to become obsessed with fertility or infertility or my hormones or anything. I have let everything in my life overtake me. It still tries to overtake me. That doesn't mean that I don't fight in that moment and say, okay, Lord, I know I'm trying to control this. I need you to take this from me and show me what you want me to learn. In every moment, pray, ask. You don't have to sit in silence and bow your head. When Daryl and I get into a discussion, I'm like, okay, Lord, let me see it from his point of view and give me the words. When I'm trying to figure out what to wear, I'm like, okay, Lord, what am I going to wear today so I'm comfortable and cool and don't pit stain through my shirt? watched that sermon the other day. It said 1 bite past full is sin. 1 bite past full is gluttony. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins, yet we have grown up with an obsession about food, going to food when we're sad, when we're happy, to celebrate, to mourn. Food is meant to be celebratory, but when it comes to the point of replacing Jesus and the comfort that only he can provide in our life, it's a problem. What we eat and think on the inside is what we wear on the outside. We've got to change. We've got to start putting him at the first point of every decision that we make, and that is not easy. I think we need to bring those WWJD bracelets back. I talk about that with my girls in my workout group all the time. Ask, what would Jesus do when my kids are losing their crap in a store? What would Jesus do when someone attacks me on social media? What would Jesus do when my husband isn't doing the things that I asked him to do? What would Jesus do when my tricky parent is being tricky? What would Jesus do when my tricky sibling is being tricky? How would Jesus do this? How would Jesus love this person? How would Jesus react to this person? What would Jesus eat? What would Jesus wear? What would Jesus think? What would Jesus do? And it starts with loving ourselves. And when we can do that, we can go out and love and serve other people. Do not be afraid to live your purpose because someone else thinks that's not what you're supposed to do. And I mean, including yourself. If there is a dream in your heart and you know that is where you're to be, then you pray and you fight like hell until you are living that dream. Because we can't just pray for it, wait for it, and trust. We gotta work, we gotta hustle. Grace over grind, yes. We don't out-hustle our faith, but we have to work. We have to put in that sweat equity. He doesn't just hand us the things. You have a dream, you have a vision for your life. Okay, perfect. But work. Put the work in. You want to change your body? Put the work in. You want to change your relationship? Put the work in. You want to change your finances? Put the work in. Put the work in. Stop dieting. Stop trying to fix something that needs fixed in here. No amount of dieting, no amount of sleeping around, no amount of alcohol, no amount of anything, social media comparison, is going to make you feel like a full, healthy, whole human being. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't ever forget that. And when the devil starts to fill your mind with lies, you tell the Lord that you need him in that moment. Take all this negativity and fear and doubt out of my head because I know that is not of you. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't even address the devil. Act like he ain't even there. You go to the big guy who wants to perform blessings and miracles in your life, and he will provide. I had to fast from club crackers a couple weeks ago. I know that sounds like a ridiculous thing, but I'm telling you what, he took it from me and it hasn't appeared again, and that's something I've been dealing with for probably 4 years, but I thought it was too small to ask God. Nothing is too small to God. Everything he could fix in a second. He's waiting for you to stop worrying about the world thinks about how you should live, what you should do, how much money you should earn, and he's waiting for you to live in purpose. For some people, that's working in the mission field. For some people, it's like me. For some people, it's being a nurse or a teacher or guiding or taking care of elderly. I don't care what your purpose is in life, but you go and you fight for it, and don't stop until you are happy. And then when you're proud and you've reached that point in your moment, ask him how he wants you to grow beyond that and take the next step. Pray through it. Every morning you wake up and you remind yourself whose you are. Stop letting the world determine your future. Stop letting all of the crap going on in the world steal your peace. He is the peace that passes all understanding. Fight for your purpose. Move your body. Eat clean, whole, healthy foods. Start every day with Jesus. Talk to him every day throughout the day and end the day with him. The second your eyes open in the morning, thank you, Lord, for breath. The second your kids start to scream, thank you for these little monsters running around. The second your husband starts to, do whatever he's going to do, thank you, Lord, for sending me this man. Let me love him the way you love him. Start going to him in every second of every day and watch your life radically change. Watch your purpose radically become visual to you. Watch everything in your life start to line up. Stop relying on social media. Stop relying on a diet. Stop relying on a quick fix. Stop relying on exercise. Yes, move your body. Yes, eat clean, whole, healthy foods. But start here. Start here. This is where it's at. No one in the world can determine your future unless you let them. No one can steal your peace unless you let them. You have divine purpose in your life, my friend. Fight for it. Fight for it. You are worthy. You are strong. Whatever happened in the past doesn't matter. His mercies are new every day. The choices you made 5 minutes ago don't have to be your choices at this moment. Move forward. Focus forward. John Maxwell calls it fail forward. The only time you ever fail in this life is when you quit and don't try again. But when that passion's there, when that purpose is there, you're going to fight for it. I'm telling you, 5 years into my business, I thought I would be a whole lot further along, but he's humbled me. He's tore my business apart, and he's rebuilding it with people who want what I want, to serve others, to love others, to build a kingdom business, a business that honors God, honors our bodies, honors our brains, our families, our lives. That is what the world is about in whatever way you serve. I don't care if you're picking up trash. I don't care if you're a surgeon. Jesus gives us all gifts. Teach, love, serve, whatever it is. Own your gift. Pray over your gift. Fight for your gift. And let's get out in the world and start loving other people the way they've never been loved before. And let's watch the Jesus in us radically change and put Jesus in other people. Can we do that? Will you do that? Are you ready? Let's go.